So I first just started going around the map and writing down everything and where it's next to and computer spawns and etc. And that just helped me memorize it before I was able to record me going around and showing all the rooms and stuff. So I started at the birds, but I originally started from the tigers whenever I was learning the map. So this is the tiger room, and the tiger room leads over to the barn, and then the barn is going to lead over to the lions. And when you go in the lions, there's a room. There's also the koi pond next to the lions. There's a room, and it's a terrarium. And when you go through the terrarium, you should, I think, make it to the cafe. Yep, the cafe. And then right next to the cafe is, I'm pretty sure it's customer service. No, it's the gift shop. Never mind. It's the gift shop. And then when you go through the gift shop, you should make it to customer service. There we go. Yeah, that's where customer service is. Okay, and then when you go through customer service, I'm pretty sure you make it to the monkeys. Yep, there's the monkeys. And there's a comp spawn in there. Right there. And then you go to the birds. This is the birds. There's another exit. I'm about to show the exit. Yep, right there. Another entrance, you can double jump into it. And then there's a comp spawn. And then you go back to the tigers. And there's also a comp spawn in the tigers as well. So if you walk over to the birds and you start walking straight back from the birds, you'll make it over to the flamingos, which is a nice note to have. I think I might just be showing comp spawns here. There's a computer spawn in the flamingos. And then I'm going over to, I think I went to the pandas. Oh no, there's a computer spawn right here in the kind of the middle of the map. And I call that like the tiny kitchen because there's a mini kitchen right there. Okay, now we're in the basement area where you're kind of in between all of those exhibits. So it looks like I'm going down the hallway. There is a computer spawn down there. Yeah, that looks like the red panda exhibit. And then it looks like we're going down the hall just to go right back into the red panda exhibit. So those both enter into there. And then looks like, oh, I'm calling those capybaras. I don't really know what they are, but that's the capybara exhibit. If you go straight to the other side, it's the other capybara exhibit. So there's two that are straight across from each other. And then, yeah, that entrance just goes into the capybaras. There's like 3 different entrances into capybara exhibits. There's 2 into one, and then there's 1 into the other one. And then there is, hopefully we'll see it soon. Yep, right there. You see how they're straight across from each other? Yep, right in between there. And I don't know if there's any computer spawns in those actually, but I do know there's 1 in flamingos and 1 in red panda. Okay, we're just gonna go through the basement part again. Capybara, straight across, the other capybara. And there seems to be no computer spawn that I can think of there. And then through the back, there's literally a pink thing. You see that? Flamingos, yes, with the computer spawn in the middle. Alright, this is kind of the last thing, but all the way down the hallway from the flamingos is the red pandas, and it has an orange lining along the wall, which will help you remember. So there's that, and then there's a pink lining, which leads to the flamingos, because flamingos are pink. Yep, and then I think, yep, and then there's just the capybara exhibits with the brown. It looks like there's a brown lining on the wall for that. Okay, hopefully that was organized enough.